right. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to week 10. Are you excited for week 10? Sure, he is. This is Gus. He's just here to pay a visit. Yes. So this week, or this video, our second video in week 10, we've got some seventh chords, harmonic dictation, and we'll sing some of our string quartet. So that is what is coming up in this video. So let's get started with some seventh chords, and we'll see which seventh chords you like the best. Let's sing one of each in this key to start with, and then we're going to move around the keyboard and sing a little bit for practice. So in this key, sing me a major, major seventh chord. Ready? Go. Do, mi, sol, ti. Good boy. Settling on the couch right there. How about major, minor? Sing that starting on sol. Ready? Go. Sol, ti, re, fa. Let me hear a minor, minor seventh. Ready? Go. Re, fa, la, do. There's our minor, minor. How about half diminished? Sing that one. Ready? Go. Ti, re, fa, la. And fully diminished. How about fully diminished? Ready? Go. Ti, woo. For some reason, my voice is like, it's getting there, but it is warmed up now, but it is feeling a little strange. Sometimes I'm like, sing this note, and my voice says, what? Okay, so let's do that again. Fully diminished starting here on T. Ready? Go. Ti, re, fa, la. Okay, so let's move around a bit on the keyboard, and I'll give you do, and you have to find whatever chord I tell you. So here's do. Sing. Here's do. Sing a minor, minor seventh chord on re from this do. So if this is do, then you'll go re, fa, la, do, like that. Okay, so here's do. Sing a major, minor seventh chord. So here's do, find sol, and sing a major, minor seventh chord. Find sol, do, ti, la, sol, and sing major, minor 7. Ready? Go. Sol, ti, re, fa. Like that. Okay? Here's do. Sing a fully diminished 7th chord on T. Ready? Go. Ti, re, fa, la. Okay? Here's do. What are you doing? Here's do. Sing a major, major 7th chord starting on do. Ready? Go. Do, mi, sol, ti. Here's do. Here's do. Sing a half diminished 7th chord. Do. That means you have to find T and sing fully, half diminished. Ready? Go. Ti, re, fa, la. Good. Let's do like a couple more just like that. Here's do. Here's do. Find sol and sing major, minor. Ready? To get down to do, you might need to do the thing I was suggesting in the previous, or to get down to sol, you might need to do what we practiced in the previous video, going. Okay, now you're ready? Ready? Go. Sol, ti, re, fa. Okay. Here's do. Sing a minor, minor 7th chord on re. Here's do. Find re. And sing that. Ready? Go. Re, fa, la, do. Good. And let's do one more. Starting here, sing a major, major 7th. Ready? Go. Do, mi, sol, ti. So that could be a good exercise for you to do too. It adds a step of me saying like, here's do, and now find the thing that you are looking for as the root and sing that chord, instead of just saying like, sing minor, minor here, sing half diminished here, etc. Although that's also good, so you can't go wrong really if you practice singing those 7th chords. Okay, let's dictate some 7th chords. So the first 5 will be here. And then the next 6 through 10 will just be everywhere. Okay, here comes number 1. Number 2. Stretch your neck out as needed. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Let's do number 6. Let's do number 7. Number 8. Number 9. And number 10. There's no advantage to stretching as you do this, but I do think it's good to stretch and just not sit in the same position for too long. So take a stretch as needed as you practice this. We do that in class sometimes when we meet in person as well. I don't want you to sit in aural skills like for an hour. It would be better for you to, from time to time, roll your shoulders around. The neck is really just individual related to my neck issues, but if you want to do that, go right ahead. All right, that was all of them. Number nothing. Let's go back to number 1. It was over here. Sing it with me. Ready? Sing. Do, mi, sol, ti. That one is major, major. Number 2 was here. Sing that one with me. Ready? Go. Ti, re, fa, la. Number 3. Oh, so major, major. Number 2, half diminished. Number 3 was here. Ready? Sing. Re, fa, la, do. Number 3 was minor, minor. Number 4 was here. Sing number 4 with me. Ready? Go. Ti, re, fa, la. And that one is fully diminished. So half diminished. La, la. Pretty similar. It's only a half step different, so it's pretty normal to get them confused. Singing them, I really think, is the answer for you. Or you can probably find a thing online with like just workshopping just those 2 chords. But I really think that singing them, playing them. Playing them for me was always like a really big help. To learn to put my fingers in those positions all the time and to be able to hear whether you're playing it correctly or not will make a big difference. Okay, that was number 4. Number 5 was here. Sing it with me. Ready? Go. Sol, ti, re, fa. Good. And number 6 was here. So major, minor for number 5. Here's number 6. Sing this with me. Ready? Go. Re, fa, la, do. Number 6 is minor, minor. Number 7 is here. Sing number 7 with me. Ready? Go. Ti, re, fa, la. That one is fully diminished. And again, half diminished on the same bass. Fully diminished. La, lay. Pretty similar. Number 8. Down here. Sing that one. Ready? Go. Sol, ti, re, fa. My voice just doesn't like to stay in tune as well as it used to. Sing with that same one more time. Ready? Go. Sol, ti, re, fa. Maybe it would help if I sit up and breathe better. Novel. Sitting up and breathing better in week 10. That one was major, minor for number 8. Number 9 was here. Sing number 9 with me. Ready? Go. Ti, re, fa, la. What do you know, sitting up and actually like feeling like my chest is lifted and my rib cage is lifted actually did make that easier to sing in tune. That one is half diminished. You may know that. Number 10 is here. Sing number 10 with me. Ready? And do, mi, sol, ti. Number 10 is major, major. So I'm curious, similar to how I asked in the last video about the triads, is there a particular chord that is just not audible to you? Is there one that you're like, I just never seem to hear that one, or that one gives me the most trouble? Hearing major, major for some reason gives you the most trouble, or some people confuse major, major and major, minor quite easily. If there's a pair of them that you're like, I always switch those two and I don't know why. I'd be curious to know that. Again, it'll help me know what to spend time on, or I can try to help you one-on-one deal with those. So let me know. All right, let's move on to some harmonic dictation. So we only have one of these for this week, and it is in the key of B as in Bravo minor, and I've got it set up for you on your worksheet there. Remember all the different chords that are possible at this point. Most of the diatonic chords are on the table. So we're listening for leading tone, 7th chords, which in this minor key would be fully diminished. 1 and 1 6, 5, 5 6, 5 7, and basically all of its inversions at this point. 2 and 2 7 and 2 6 5. In this key, again minor key, 2 is half diminished, so it could be 2 half diminished 7 or half diminished 6 5. And we're talking about, we've still got 3 and 6 on the table, and the cadential 6/4. So please be on the lookout for all the things and know that there are quite a lot of chords possible. But think about what's logical with your scale degrees in the soprano and with what's in the bass in terms of just what chords do those two notes belong to. Let's get into the key together. 1, 2, ready, go. Do, me, sol, me, do, ti, do. Okay, and here's your first bass and your first soprano. 3 and 4 and. take some time, listen to it again. Remember that you don't need to get everything the first time you hear it. You can't get all of the notes and all of the chords the first time. So we're listening for in a lot of cases, is it a triad or is it a seventh chord, right? Take some time and listen to that again. Jump back in the recording. This time I will bring out the soprano. 3 and 4 and. Same deal. Take your time. Listen to it again before you go on. That's fine. And this time I'll bring out the bass. 3 and 4 and. Hit pause if you'd like, so you can write. This time I'm going to play it one more time, even though normally we just go on, because things are getting a little denser in terms of the progression. There's just so many options now, and I want to give you one more opportunity to hear them all. With everything even. 3 and 4 and. Some of that in. We'll just do it from the beginning. One more time. 3 and 4 and. Once again, take your time. When you're ready, hit play and I will show you the answer. So here's the progression I just played. 1 to 7 diminished 7, back to 1, and then this was just a 1-6, not 3. So here you had to hear that, first of all, La is in the soprano. And let's go ahead and actually, before I even get any further, not La, I mean Do. Sometimes I can only think in major keys. And so here's Do, T, again, major keys. Do, Re, Do, 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 T, Do. Nope, not Do, just Do. So here, the fact that this one is also Do means that this couldn't be major 3 because that B natural is not in that chord. It would have to be Te. So Do, Re, Do, Do. There's our 1-6. Here's our 2 half diminished 6-5, which you just had to hear was a bit crunchier. Having scale degree 4 and scale degree 1 here, you might have thought, well, maybe it's just 4. And if that's the case, you were on the right track. But it's too dissonant to just be 4, which would sound like this. That inner voice with the C sharp is the one that really lets you know that that's a half diminished 7th chord. And then 6, I was able to sneak in a little major chord here. I hope that stood out to you. You know I love it so much. And then 2 arcadential chord. Back to Do. All right. So moving on from harmonic dictation, I want to finish this video off with a little of our string quartet. So I'll make sure it's linked in the discussion in case you need another copy of it. But I want to look at the violin one line. We haven't really done that yet. And I think that now that we've done so much of the rest of it, it'll actually sound really familiar to you because all the parts trade little motives and things like that. Especially if you have tried it with the recording, then I think you're going to really hear that you already know a lot of the melody of this line. Singing to the key of G with me here. 1, 2, ready, go. Do, mi, sol, mi, do, ti, do. And remember that my lesson that I learned again myself just a few minutes ago, that sitting up is your friend. It will help your voice respond naturally to the things that your brain is telling it to do. So I'm not going to be able to do this in the octave where it's written. I think I'm going to start 1 octave below. So I'll start down here. Do, sol, do, like that. Oh, dog on the move. Okay. So, si, la, mi, sol. Now that's a chromatic kind of passage that you've already sung in one of the other parts. And then we want to make sure not to take it too fast because the violin one has a lot more 16th notes than the other parts. So, da, 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 da. I'm looking at those 16th notes to get my tempo. Da, 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 like that fast. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do, sol, do, ti, la, sol, si, la, mi, so, fa, sol, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, so, fi, fa, re, mi. Let's stop and talk through that a little bit. So I didn't go over this with you because we've already done it in the violin 2 line, but it's sol, si, la, mi, right? And then sol, sol, fi, fa, re, raised re is re as an R-I, re, mi. Let's do that much again. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Do, sol, do, ti, la, so, si, la, mi, so, fa, sol, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, so, fi, fa, re, mi. And I didn't sort of like break this down for you either because it's just scalar stepwise motion. Fa, sol, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Fa, sol, la, so. It's actually, I'm doing it too straight, aren't I? I'm missing the fact that that's a dotted eighth. Da, 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 da. Let's do that again then. Starting right on that C with the little trill above it, which we're not going to worry about. Right? And fa, sol, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, so, fi, fa, re, mi. 1, 2, sol. You could pick either of those. That's a double stop on the violin, and you can only sing 1 note at once, as far as I know. If any of you have been hiding from me the fact that you know how to do multiphonics and like tube and throat singing, then please tell me. But I'm only expecting you to go one or the other of those pitches, re, mi, or just sol, and then the violin 2s go re, re, sol, fa, mi, re, si, la, mi, sol, fa, mi, or sorry, do, mi, re, do, right? So last bar of the first system. So first in the bar before that, the penultimate bar of the last system, sol, fa, mi, re, ti, do, and the second violins, and then the first violins come in with that again, Re, sol, fa, mi, re. Raised sol is C. You know that from the augmented triad. Re, sol, fa, mi, re, si, la. And again, I like to just think about it as like I'm going towards la. I'm gonna sing a half step, like almost like the leading tone to la. I'm just gonna like dip below it and then arrive at la. So, last bar of the first system. Ready? And re, sol, fa, mi, re, si, la, do, mi, re, do. And then look at this fun thing coming up. It starts on raised do, which is D. D, re. And again, I'm just thinking about that as being like this, like lower neighbor to re. D, re. D. Let's take that a little slower. D, re, fa, mi, sol, fa, mi, re, si, or si, la, ti, do, do, mi, re, do. Or so we could go. Di, re, fa, mi, sol, fa, mi, re, si, la, ti, do, do, mi, re, do. I like fast things like that, so to me that's fun. Again, lower your expectations. Okay. Di, re, fa, mi, sol, fa, mi, re, la, si, la, ti, do, do, mi, re, do. So take that at a tempo though that is like reasonable for you. Let's go on a little bit. Do, sol, do, that fast. Ready? And do, sol, do, do, ti, la, sol, si, la, mi, sol, fi. And then remember, we've already sung basically that same figure before, but now we're going to go fa, sol, re. And so you have to go sol, fi, fa, sol, fi, fa. Ready? And let's start with that kind of melody in the middle of the second system. Ready? And do, sol, do, ti, la, sol, si, la, mi, sol, fi, fa, sol, re, re, mi. Remember, raised re becomes re. All these just little chromatic embellishing tones, lower neighbors, incomplete lower neighbors, and so on. Re, mi. Last bar of the second system. Starting on do. Ready? And 1. Do, ti, la, sol, fi, mi, re, re, di, do, ti, sol, fi, fa, mi. So let's take that a little slower and break it down. Re, re, di, do, ti, sol, fi, fa, mi. You're setting up that amazing, like, right? We're preparing that, but we're going the opposite way. So last bar of the second system. Ready? And 1. Do, ti, la, sol, fi, mi, re, re, di, do, ti, sol, fi, fa, mi. Mi. Take a breath and come back in. 1. Mi, re, re, di, do, ti, la, si, la, ti, do, sol, fi. And that's when the second violins are going to go do, do. You've sung that a bunch of times. That descending chromatic line might be a little tricky. Mi, mi, re, re, di, do, ti, la, si, la, ti, do, sol, mi. Let's do a little faster. Ready? And 1. Mi, re, re, di, do, ti, la, si, la, ti, do, sol, fi. One more time, a little faster. Ready? And 1. Mi, re, re, di, do, ti, la, si, la, ti, do, sol, fi. Do, ti, re, do, ti, la, sol, fi. Do, ti, re, do. Oh, and then it switches. Te, la, sol, it's just silly to sing this. But I think that would be really good for you to practice. So do, ti, re, do, te, la, do, sol, fi. And the great thing is it repeats itself, so you can practice it as you practice it. Do, ti, re, do, te, la, sol, fi. Do, ti, re, do, te, la, sol, fi. Do, ti, re, do, te, la, sol. Fi, sol, la, ti, do. So anyway, I just think this is such good practice for you in like a million different levels. It's really great for you to work on all these chromatic pitches, especially going into next year. They'll just be a lot more familiar to you as you get into singing some more romantic music. And I love doing the violin line last, because the violin one line last, because you've already done so many of those motives. You know, you've already done this other chromatic line. So let's try to do it from the beginning at not a ridiculously slow pace, from the beginning to the like second bar of the last line. 1, 2, ready, and do, sol, do, ti, la, sol, si, la, mi, sol, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, sol, sol, fi, fa, re, mi, fa, sol. That was sol. 1, 2, and a rest. 4, re, sol, fa, mi, re, si, la, do, mi, re, do, di, re, fa, mi, sol, fa, mi, re, si, la, ti, do, mi, re, do. 1, 2, 3, and do, sol, do, si, la, ti, la, sol, si, la, mi, sol, fi, fa, sol, re, mi, do, ti, la, sol, fi, mi, re, di, do, ti, sol, fi, fa, mi, re, do, ti, te, la. Let's try that right on the 1, 2, 3, 4th bar in after that hold. 1, and go. Mi, re, di, do, ti, la, si, la, ti, do, sol, fi. Do, ti, re, do, te, la, 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 sol, fi, sol, la, ti, do. So, that ending has to be very distinct between ti, te, do, ti, re, do, te, la, sol, fi, do, ti, re, do, te, la, sol, fi. Ti and te have to be very different sounding right there for that to make sense. Otherwise, it's just going to be this like jumble right in that moment. So anyway, I want to keep practicing that. I will offer it as a chance for you to do on probably Sight Singing Test 4, 3 or 4, or something like that. So you have an opportunity to get some credit for having practiced it with the videos this whole time. And even better if 2 or more of you wanted to do it together. That would be really fun. So I said fun again. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions about anything we've done in this video, any of the chords, the progression, and what it might look like to perform this with somebody else, socially distanced. And I will be back in week 11 with more things for you to do. So bye for now.